guys, we just finished up Black Friday week and I finally have a day off, so I figured I'd do a quick update on what we got going on here. And sadly, while I was at work, some of my plants didn't get quite the proper care they needed because I wasn't able to tend to them. And so I want to take a look at them and see what we got going on. And there is a lot of good news as well. The spider plant is going absolutely crazy right now. You can see it's got one little bloom here. And this is one of probably over a dozen that have been popping up on this plant over these last several days. It's actually doing really well. It somehow does really well with starvation. And when it gets water once in a while, it just explodes into growth. But it always pretty much thrives under whatever conditions it's exposed to. You see a lot of the new babies here, another flower there, more vines coming off, more babies. These are some of its babies that I've potted, and they're doing great. The herbs in the back here are doing really well too. The basil's right here, that's that baby basil we planted in one of my very first videos, and that's the rosemary we planted in one of the catgrass videos. We've got more rosemary right here. We're still waiting for it to root. I oxygenate the water every day and refill it. It's just some rocks surrounding a little medicine bottle down in there. And not much root growth on these guys just yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there pretty quick, I think. I found out the waxy plants are called Hoyas. And this one, the baby Hoya we had, has a little tiny vine coming in right down there. You can't really see it in the video, but it's got green growth coming in on it, and that is awesome. We're gonna have another waxy plant. This sad little thing is a lentil I found on the floor at the grocery store and decided to plant. No red Japanese maple seeds coming up yet, nothing coming up in here. And the little squatters are doing surprisingly well. That one's doing not too good, but the one in the tiny pot is amazing, even though it's out of root room. These are more beans and lentils that I found on the floor and decided to plant, something I used to do when I was a kid. In this one here, we got quite a bit of growth, and I do want to show it to you. These are succulent sprouts. We planted some of these maybe a week or two back when they came in the mail, and these first ones I planted are doing great. However, there was so much room in the pot, I thought I'd plant more, and that's what these ones are that are coming up over there. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't really have much luck growing succulents from seed. I can take care of them when they're alive. In fact, I have plenty now. But I've always wanted to do this, and the experiment actually worked, and it's really exciting, and I can't wait to see what they turn into. It said it was a mix, so I guess we will see. There are some pretty interesting leaves down here. Everything on this shelf is actually doing really well. The lemon tree, despite the poor soil it's in, is actually hanging on pretty tight, and I'm gonna get it taken care of soon when I have a bit more money available. Back behind it, we have this succulent that came with us from Moscow. It's the one that shared a pot with another one, and we had to separate them and repot them because the other little one got root rot. Back on the other side here, we have succulents and a cactus that my family brought me from Las Vegas. Really excited about them. These two here, I've never really worked with them before, so I'm extremely excited for it, especially that one. And it's even got little tiny babies growing on its leaf way down there. I don't know if you can see them. So that's pretty cool. The spider plants and the big tall one that we planted when we moved into this apartment. On the second shelf of what I call the morning shelf, we have this hens and chicks plant that I rescued from the cold outside. The wildcats had dug it up and exposed its roots, so I brought it in and it's doing well. The original parent basil is still here and doing well. It refuses to die despite how many times it's been sick. And a palm tree that was also brought from Las Vegas. We have 2 more of those, and I'll show you them too. Okay, these are the two other palm trees, excuse me, that were brought to me from Las Vegas. They're pretty cool. They look a little rough right now, but that's just because of the travel. And they've been well taken care of, and they will be well taken care of again. Check out this Hoya. This Hoya is getting huge. I absolutely cannot wait to see what else it does. It's sending vines off in every direction. You know, it's gotta be the gnomes. It's gotta be the gnomes, guys. See, check this out. It's gotta be the gnomes. Just has to be. So this is the last thing we're gonna take a look at. I repotted a lot of this lucky bamboo, and it's already growing, and I put some in this beta tank, as you might have seen in one of my earlier posts. It's a self-cleaning beta tank to where if I pour water in this tank part, it collects it in a little reservoir in the back there, and then I take that water and I give it to the plants. They really like it. The fish's name is Miss Jackson, and she provides the poop water that I need for the plants. She does like the camera. She was quite sick when I got her, but we nursed her back to health. Tank is getting pretty dirty on top, so I'm thinking about making some kind of a cover for it. And I am gonna take everything out and wash it thoroughly pretty soon, because it's got quite a bit of gunk down there, and I really don't want her to get sick again. But all the plants are doing great. They are doing so good.